Will Howard, the Kansas State quarterback.
Witness, what about having some fun in the snow? The name at Arrowhead, but they've been playing since night. Had won a lot of games in succession before Brock. Oh, he is well protected down there.
Well, Brant, throughout this game, but watching the both teams warm up, Chris Kleiman about an hour before kick, and he said the big still on the ground. Guys were constantly cleaning off their...
On the toss, deferred. Tennant boots it away, and he sets sail 29-yard line as you see Rocco Becht. He is the son of the great tight end who played with the Jets. His wife are on hand. Both he and Deanne will carry it. The lion's share of opportunities, and look at him go on the...
That 71-yarder right there is part of the reason why those two back to a lot of great backs, man. And this guy shows obviously awareness. Anything around him's going down. Breece Hall is one of the guys they compared him to
in recent years, and Contreras is in for the extra point. That is the long...
And expected a lot from him, and those guys just got out of there, man.
In fact, we were told only just before the game by the... All that has to tell you is these guys are looking...
And it'll make you leave, too.
Yeah, it sure will. You stay.
Absolutely, man. This game,
in the year 29 to 28. And here comes Seth Porter. Derek Anderson. During the course of our game, our crew has worked mightily, moving over.
Holding on the return team, number 15. Roughness, number 0 of the kicking team. That would be important.
Slip and slide a lot, but the last thing you need to do is be able to...
He's taken full leadership of this program. This time a year ago ahead.
DJ's a good back, Tim, and they come with an inside...
8. Out of the shotgun. Giddens again.
Well, Tim, you mentioned Giddens a few minutes ago. DJ, he's got a scheme as well.
3rd down and 4 from the 28. This pass is... they jumped on that. Breaking it up. The free safety who's looked really outstanding. And Dimitri Stanley are in twin safety. What guy back there? They're going to let that...
Indeed we did.
He and Rocco Becht compare favorably its organization. Now he's out at 49ers games all the time with his wife, whom he met to make the tackle at free safety.
Tim, I ran into...
Evening progressives.
Nice, got him in the flat.
And the pass to tackle.
Well, perish the thought here, because not only can he catch folks, he can finish.
David Montgomery. He reminds me a little of both. Look at that.
Yep, they do.
Austin Moore. They have some of that in these conditions tonight.
Be out now.
Desmond Purnell, 32,
Desmond Purnell, yeah,
is the guy that knocked it out of the state. Recovered by Kansas State, I should say. And DJ Giddens.
Unbelievable fake, too.
Who it was.
Yeah, it was just great.
2nd down and 5. Giddens takes it this time, and he's Ikenna Ezeago, who 50% on 3rd down conversions this year. Giddens purchased number 5. Spent a lot of time with Matt and his journey. Here's a pass toward Garcia, number 3, RJ Garcia, the adjustment.
Pass interference, number 2, defense.
That a catchable pass, and so that will set Giddens on a stretch play, and that defense with linebacker, 6'4", 225 pounds, great in the red zone. 91% scoring points, 81% touchdowns. How about that?
They go downhill and power with you. And the quarterback, he isn't afraid to put his nose in there as well.
Others, most of his career here.
Option game.
Yep, towards the boundary, and Giddens is in some trouble. And young man that came in late, 23-yarder every play, and special teams could be an adventure tonight. The state converts. Oh, the polka dot blanket. Sound your horns. We're underway on Fox. Built to serve, and the guy that was driving our ram.
Position of control.
And a short one from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. You'll see a little fake sweep action, and here is Beck. And he finally on the 10.
Well, these guys right here can run and chase, man.
In the backfield. And he'll tote it. And he's ahead. Payne talked about Joe Clanderman there. He's
an awareness about what to do. You know, it's really to
the Kansas State approach. Very rarely do these teams beat themselves. Coming off a 5 tackle and interception performance.
Guys have success, and he did.
Big time. Brooks out of the field and then cut it back up. And a healthy return. Looking for a flag, but I
not quite. It's on the 44.
The return team. It's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Goal against the receiving team. Right by Will Howard after the penalty. And they're backed up inside the 15. And that's a good come from behind win at Kansas. Kleiman said, you know, we probably... Steve Sarkisian of Texas, they settled things yesterday and today.
That three-man front with 5.
Ward on a stretch play.
They've got some speed, man. When you watch them, that's 6 yards. Oh, and
what a great fake. Howard on the check down.
For a long time.
Yeah, your ultimate Swiss Army knife in this Kansas State offense. And there's a...
Athleticism is there to make great plays. And I believe this guy here is the difference. Even though they're going to walk it.
Well, we were not hearing the official that time.
Defended from a defensive standpoint.
It's a 26-yard gain. Howard with plenty of time.
About for a freshman right there. For Walton Beach, Florida's finest, man. Go up and high point that ball.
Passed by there a time or two in the spring. Oh, yeah. Near Orange Beach. Down in the middle, runs into McLaughlin.
Nice option.
He's going to keep it again. You're right. That is
anyone who's put on a Wildcat uniform. Going fast now.
Out. Ward bounces off the names. They had won, as we mentioned, plenty of time. And again, he looks to and finds Brooks. And a lot of times runners may not know what yard line they're on. There's a beautiful deep
green, right? A little missile, just getting underneath everybody.
Howard on 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone his time as he slipped and fell in the back of the end zone. Spencer, I'm going to give you all. Shut it down a bit. This field goal by Tennant measures 23, and by Hampton by Hilton.
Foster?
That's a
always
good
looking, man. Those eyes.
Actually, Jackson, Mississippi. Hooch. Fumbled. And they're wisely on top of. Here he goes again. Gainesville, Georgia. And we've come to the end. Sama is in that backfield, and he's going to carry it one more time, and he is getting attention.
In his hip pocket. I mean, these are the fastest guys right here on the edge, and he just puts them all in his hip pocket.
Contreras with the extra point. That was a high snap, and he gets it through.
Hard to start things off. This guy's special right here. You can one thing we've got to get corrected.
You know what? We're asking too much of him. With the return. I'd say Sama is the story.
There, you don't need to go through the air if you've got a guy that can do this. Don't remember, guys, look. This team, I
lost to close out their year. Here's Sennett, a little tight end screen.
They're all about.
Good.
And boy, these bodies are flying around. These Cyclones living true to their minds.
From the 27, Howard.
That'll be a flag down here, Tim. Hold on.
Number 2, defense. It's a 10-yard penalty.
A 3 cloud, but he wasn't 2 when he did that.
Here goes Howard. In Kansas State history against Baylor, moving back up out of the portal. This pass is beautiful to Sennett. And it's emptying out. These two have a real connection. Howard, when conditions are good. First down after the gain of 26. And here goes with the tackle. You think back, Spencer, to that.
And got to be even more so to call it.
2nd down and 3. Giddens.
Jack was screaming in there, man, trying to run a stretch play, going old school.
On Iowa State's a bit later as DJ Giddens burrows ahead and then is pushed back.
Got in there along with Vaughn and company and making great protection. This is a 3-man rush.
Yeah, big time. Howard's pass is over.
Coverage, just rushing 3, kind of like a little mush run. Wonderful job of dialing the pressure there.
He's a real veteran. And here goes Giddens. Here's the freshman stepping up and stepping in.
Here's a surges for you. That's a surge right there. Yes, sir.
Giddens on 1st and goal. Gets it to T where they go here. It is Giddens, and he is stopped at the point of attack.
To that Oklahoma State game in '85. It's tough to get your Green Bay Packers, Timmy. You remember that one?
I sure. He's got some help from the fullback Moore. And there he goes. Extra point. Pretty happy about it, as is his head coach. This is our sideline commentator, Josh Sims, who has more on
possession in K-State, guys.
He's been a steady diet of number 24. And
there you go.
Punch. This guy is a home run hitter.
He's wound tight. You can see it right there. You know, the other guy, very explosive.
31 yards. Uh-oh, look out. Rocco tries to get to deal with at the Iron Bowl today, but that happened to Jake.
Miscommunication.
Yep.
He was trying to change the play at the line of scrimmage to settle his guy.
Loss of 18. And they go to middle screen, and that the freshman from Nebraska in the game for him. So he'll take it, and look out. From cornerback to make the stop, and it'll be a punt formation.
And you're absolutely right. By formation, you can reduce those. Just can't correct that.
That's a fair catch, and it's keep from turning it over. 14-13. Here are things around for this program, from utility U to championship U. And this
ship is just great because he used to write these handwritten notes.
Talk with us. You better come out Tuesday. Here's Senate making the stop. Senate's religiously. Crossing pattern. It is caught. And he's going to be a little bit.
You had two guys run into one another again that mitigate
of the McCann family. A friend like that to cancer. That's tough.
That's close.
Heavy hearted, Coach. Making life easier for Rocco Bed. I'll tell you that.
Guys have nuances to their. I think Greece was more leads the nation in rushing. Isn't that amazing?
How many people really know that? To make the tackle.
Entertaining football on this final one for you and I.
Carson Hansen the setback now on 3rd and 6. Rocco.
Nice. How about Kobe Savage was back there somewhere as well, close to it.
Yep.
You're right, Siegel was the guy in front, but Savage.
Between Michigan and Ohio State. And Phillip Brooks is going to pick it.
Otherwise.
Mr. Virtual. Love it. B.J. Giddens looking forward to halftime, but Spencer, that before they go into play Georgia.
Well, you know Timmy play call is a bit of a guessing game.
Yes, side to the top of your screen on 3rd and 13. Howard's looking that way. And that's been up to the challenge of dealing with Jaden. Null, number 13, back deep over end. Not one you want to play with. It did hit an Iowa State up back.
For the right if you intend to sky it. That's part of a strategy.
Howard's pass incomplete.
Noisy, folks here screaming. So if someone said Peter Ball. Nice if block. Nice.
And from the front, gain of 6.
Watching Kansas State.
And by the way, Shear is producing my UCLA Villanova game on the 9th. That was nearly perhaps for trouble. And this 4th down conversion. Opportunity to take the lead before the intermission.
Match coverage on the back end, man, and then a shift to a zone where they bump that first.
Couple of turnovers picked up. When you think about it, here's Howard looking, finding, trying to capitalize on.
And got away with that, brother.
Diaz coming to the game at wide receiver. Howard
back there. There's 7 guys that have dropped back in that scenario now.
Timeout by Iowa State.
Timeout.
Well, that was might not work here, so he gets the quick TO. And a chance at a 10-win season if you can win a bowl game. Underneath at center.
Brown underneath there. A lot of bodies flying in there. The bottom line is he gets in.
That's a big swing of momentum before defeated at home. It matters a lot to teams. And wants to ask Washington State and certainly
they are impressive, Tim.
Fair catch on the pooch kick again to Burkle.
Tim, it's no mystery why they're ranked up so highly up there.
Absolutely. A lot to do with that, has he not? We have a power eye set up out of the shotgun. Senate leading the way, and Giddens.
If it's the second level or the front guys, they played doing. John Heacock said, hey, look, I'm going to get to deal with my pressure packages.
Out of the gun, Howard with time, and
could be. He sat down in the middle of that zone type
defensive sequence, and we've got a false start.
5-yard penalty, 1st down.
A rare green on 1st and 15. That one's airmailed.
Now that's 4 out of the last 5 pass attempts he's made.
Time, and the throw is affected to some extent.
He comes off the edge. That's Will McLaughlin. That strong
on this snowy night, and Senate will take it underneath, and look out, yards. Very important given the circumstances of that touchdown before the Watch out. There's a fair catch made, and the ball's bouncing around. Josh Sims is downstairs.
Well, despite being down, I did say we did have that fluke in special teams that led detail for this Cyclones team.
All over fewer than the Cyclones.
Samo. That done by B.J. Payne. Doing the job there, the punter, to get that hole down to make 20. And here's Trayshawn Ward.
Fond of saying this, and I got advice from a broadcaster.
The room after that injury. They're going to check him out, maybe take an x-ray or two. Number 23 with the tackle, the Sam linebacker. They go empty. Well, that pass just receiver. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, they play Will.
Howard decides to keep it.
Jerry Vaughn, number 32, took it in.
3rd down and 6 for Howard.
This time, but he's now showing us on the back end of this run. He's able to do it. 44 yards net worth.
Pride of Waterloo, Iowa. Giddens wrapped up by
pros, so you don't do this, but so much variety.
That's how teams like K-State, a lot of 12 personnel when these two teams go at it. And there is trying to keep up with him. They are taking advantage of that.
And just settle down a little bit. I'm going to give you a couple of choices.
Trying to take over for
5 wide now. Sense a little anxiety, Timmy.
On the curl, all of
the right capability of Iowa State in the mind.
Dotting that power I. And he's wrapped up in a hurry.
Carson Willicks was in there as well, number 14. The
couple drives that Iowa State has. It's been the explosive score of the Cyclones. And there's
discontent is this Cyclone.
Sennett in the slot comes over to block.
Brought up to contend with the run, and so John Heacock gets
Trayshawn Ward will stay back on the play fake, and there's the pass for first down. Underneath, shallow cross to Jace Brown.
Is going to leave you in their dust when they walk right past you. And a great job of throwing it accurate.
15-yard line. Howard in some trouble. He's just trying to get Cyclones. Joey Peterson being the first, number 52
as well. Had a half side over.
This is the way to end your college football season. Tied. And here's Howard trying to separate himself here into the end zone. And I believe it was caught. Wow. Yeah, very late flag.
Number 29, defense. Automatic first down.
Very late flag. I got no problem with the call. There's the touchdown, though. Tripness of it is makes you wonder. It's 5th rushing touchdown of the year.
Well, you got to have it.
Bloomer will hold it.
It's paying off, and that's the big difference so far in this contest.
Rocco Becht is having a poor night.
No,
it's just
not at all.
It's touchdown pass to Jalen Knoll on the slant.
15 offensive unit. I mean, when you talk about that, man.
Looking to bounce it out. Maybe a bit inadvertent, but they don't call
that left hand, and then the face mask and everything's pulled off.
Face mask, 0 to the return.
You've got such a button-down program.
Moving up to the 4th position, all-time single-game rushing record. Colby McAllister, number 20, the strong safety. Up there, Spence.
Did he get dinged up?
Yes, he did. Limping off. That's Knoll in motion. It's Rocco lets it fly.
Wow.
And
able to get off the ball, the outcut in these bad conditions, and spin right there. The
tight end moves into the slot right. Becht with time.
Nice pickup.
Look out from Rocco.
Right there. Otherwise, you got a small guy affecting the quarterback's ability to throw it.
Extra point is good. Really got to be improved from deep. Short kick and a fair catch made.
Shieldhouse, enough credit for that as you looked on in a very, very impactful and powerful way.
I think their communication skill is so in keeping with what matches like his, and to that, on the opposite side. 2nd and 11. Slant. Bo Freeler and Surgis. First down. Howard on the check during the course of the game. 2nd down and 6. Giddens comes up to make that stop of Giddens. from the 45.
It's the three-man rush. Somebody should be open here.
Corner in there to pick up Ben back deep. A rare punt caught in the air. Yeah, you can make some good ice cream out of the stairs.
And I had a chance to talk with the coaching staff on Iowa State, who's...
Well, he had a team-high 7 catches in that Texas game. Not much. Desmond Purnell wraps him up right at the line, approaching 300 yards. In case you were wondering, we're talking... Carson Hansen's in the backfield, and underneath they go, right to...
He's got a screen coming back his way, and he just sort of sets his ball. He's just smart. There's your...
Our penalty, replay second down.
Really raises the ire of the Iowa State. Big time to... It came up with that blocked extra point to the top of your screen.
Just a three-man rush. You should have plenty of time.
Underneath, plenty of... 82 yards.
Nothing like a little sideline.
Block
and
2.
You don't have much space on the sideline, but just to be aware of where you are, and that's
160 yards and 2 touchdowns for him.
It's a pretty nice day at the end.
Look at that.
Rusty with your red zone execution.
Guys along the sideline with a little shield block. Second down and 9. Have more than maybe one more possession. Here's Howard with a rollout.
I used to see, you guys remember Charles Haley. You remember Charles Haley, right? I used to see him with responsibilities, giving Will Howard trouble to
for Iowa State. And it led to a Kansas State touchdown. Here's Sama, the safety, who makes the tackle.
Now with all of those explosive, I mean, how efficient will they be?
Right. This is second down and 6. Sama trying to bounce out. Jacob Parrish, number 10, coming in. Rocco's pass underneath, incomplete. Mac Daddy inside the 10, end over end. This is good too. Yard line, and that will make it so. The season began at 3-2. As you see a little juggling act.
Different sizes.
Yeah. Chris Kleiman not impressed, and have a chance of a 10-win season. Well, we'll see on this drive. A good start to this drive.
Heroes are made in these kinds.
Iowa State unable to make him pay. He has an opportunity to break the tackle.
Yeah, partner, these jet sweeps or any type of movement that's
timeout. And we'd really rather not give Iowa State a chance to Glockman with the tackle after a game of 3 and improve his bowl stop.
Yeah, this crossing route, I mean, he doesn't have it. Sure, man, occasionally, sometimes in the series, he gets really...
And just a base defense here from Iowa State. 3-man
coming off the field here.
Yeah, that hurts them. This pass almost picked off. Has received 6 to close this baby out.
That was the combination of that kind of delay route coming underneath, crossing route.
Brooks, one to remember if they score.
Well, he's an eraser too, because he can turn you all the way around.
First down on 4th and 7, that deep in their territory.
Nice.
Over the middle in the seam.
Turn into a skinny post if you have to. Needs a right through an arm though.
Blitz coming at the left-hand side. And he had to down and 10. Looking for Garcia, and that one is...
I saw him kind of lean over and look, and he went to the... You play the percentages, yes, but sometimes you got to know the flow of...
A drive that began on the 2. On 3rd down, they run it here. Makes the stop, and that was a curious call.
Yep, even a white jersey in close proximity of the guy. And you're going to be...
them big time if they were to get it, but they've now... By the way, that timeout, we should correct ourselves, was taken by 11 receiving. Here we go on 4th down, looking, and they induce PI.
The hash there.
More than just a little bit handsy there at the end. Too physical. And you're right, we do. Kenya easy. Looking for the home run. Knock this one away, Spencer.
Well, Miles Purchase had a beat on that whole time, again, from his safety.
Giddens on a stretch play. Giddens. Near interception.
Done a wonderful job.
3rd down, a yard to go. Pops free for Giddens. Gun again, a pump fake. Now orchestrating, looking for some help.
Put it away.
Yep. But Joey Peterson was putting on a lot of
Leo. Sometimes it's just a pure rusher. Sometimes it's
quarterback keeper.
He's inside. Watch him. He's the guy that's responsible for what the quarterback releases.
Howard.
Remember now, that's Jerry Vaughn. A wheel 3. I don't like this look. You got to go opposite. Come off the read. There you go.
Good job against Phillip Brooks.
I'll tell you what, you can see him in the end zone. Two guys back there defending him. Now, the end zone
is in weather like this. Kansas.
More seconds on there.
Yeah, the situation, and that Taylor had a problem, which enabled Iowa. Oklahoma State had to come from behind. They're 7-5.
That's a powerful narrative for this team that started off with a very difficult situation at one point. That's very special.
Yeah, the Hunter Decker story. Overcome that emotionally.